My name is Rodney Price, and I have the honor of introducing Mr. Melvin Yao from Lillington, North Carolina. This is my first time speaking in front of a crowd like this. I'm more comfortable behind the steering wheel than behind a microphone. But when they asked me to say a few words about Melvin, I didn't hesitate. Some people deserve to have their story told, and Melvin is one of those people. Melvin was born on March the 8th, 1940 in Lillington, son of Frank and Melvin Yow. He graduated from Lillington High School in 1959, married his sweetheart Faye that same year, and went to Nashville Auto Diesel College. When he came home, he opened up a shop on McDougal Road, and he started building some race engines. In 1965, Melvin started entering events with a racing partner named Tom Grissom. The car's sponsor was a Dodge dealership who put their slogan on the side, "The Best Deal," with "Best" painted inside a big number 1. It was meant as a sales pitch, but when that car kept winning, all people could see was that big number 1. One magazine article said, "The Best Deal number 1 Dodge has been a bad deal for the competition." He won at Indianapolis. He won at Long Island. He won the Maryland State Championship. He set 9 track records at 9 different drag strips in just 5 months, including setting national records at Richmond. Melvin was runner-up at the Superstock Nationals at York, the largest single-day drag race ever held, known as the Woodstock of drag racing and the greatest drag race in history. But runner-up wasn't good enough for Melvin. He came back the next year and swept the field. Melvin was the 1966 NASCAR Grand Stock champion. Then came Pro Stock. Melvin drove the famous Billy the Kid car for Billy Stepp. At the Maple Grove season opener, Melvin was, and I'm quoting, "virtually unstoppable. Track record after track record. Grumpy Jenkins and his new Chevy Vega couldn't catch him." At the Nationals, he shocked Dick Landy and the Dodge fans by putting him away in the first round. He won the Beach Bend Pro title. He won the Bluegrass Nationals with low ET and top speed. He won the Turkey Trot Drags in Gainesville, Eliminator title, low ET. At his very first NHRA major event, he set low ET in qualifying alongside Jenkins, Nicholson, and Roush. Melvin ran an 894 at over 151 miles an hour. That made him the first Pro Stock driver in history to break into the 8-second zone. Billy Stepp himself took out a full-page ad specifically about Melvin, and I'll quote this because it matters. "Melvin is tops and has won every race since he's been with us. What can you say about the best?" Quoting Jim Amos, Melvin Yao was one of the pioneers of Superstock and Pro Stock drag racing. Carcraft magazine named him a high riser, an honor for the sport's rising stars, and noted his winning percentage was over 95%. These aren't my words. These are from the magazines. Dodge's number 1 man in racing. The most consistent Pro Stock driver in the country. That's what the drag racing world said about Melvin Yao. From Pomona, California, to Atco, New Jersey, from Bristol to Gainesville, to Rockingham, Melvin won rounds everywhere they ran. And at the peak of all that, Melvin walked away. He had a wife and 3 little girls back home in Lillington, and that mattered more. You can go online and find people still discussing the specific things Melvin was doing to race cars in the 60s and 70s. Not just remembering him, debating how he did it. When your work still has people talking 60 years later, that's a legacy. Melvin has run multiple businesses for over 60 years and has served the Summerville Bun Level Fire Department for 60 years, 35 of those as chief. He was named Lillington's Man of the Year in 1992 and received the Order of the Longleaf Pine in 2016, the highest civilian honor a governor of North Carolina can give. He raised 3 beautiful daughters, Gloria, Diane, and Barbara Gill. He's got 7 grandchildren and 8 great-grandchildren. Melvin has been a role model to me my whole life, and I know I'm not the only one. I've seen Melvin do the right thing when nobody was looking, and nobody would have ever known. But he did the right thing anyway, because that's who he is. You can't put that in a trophy case. But that's why I'm standing up here today. Because the man Melvin is matters more than any race he ever won. Melvin will tell you it's not what Melvin Yao did, it's what Jesus Christ did for Melvin. What a racer. What a man. A faithful life well lived. And a man well loved. Thank you, Melvin. Please help me welcome into the North Carolina Drag Racing Hall of Fame, Mr. Melvin Ross Yao.